1, 2, 3.
Just believe, yeah, yeah.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm hitting this record button. I'm hitting this record button religiously. I'm hitting this record button. I'm hitting this record button religiously. I'm hitting it ritualistically. I'm hitting it consistently. I'm hitting it left and right. I'm hitting it. The record button. Come on now. Y'all got to get in here and hit this record button with me. You got to get in here and hit this record button with me. You got to get in here and hit this record button. You got to punch that red dot. Show it who's boss. You got to learn how to do it. You got to compel yourself to do the difficult thing, because there's a lot of you who have started your YouTube channel. It's not that I just keep getting on here and harping at you to start your YouTube channel and you don't. There are many of you who have, but you withdraw from even hitting the button. You withdraw from hitting the button. Listen to me. I'm not going to put her on blast because I don't know how she would feel about us talking about her or anything like that. I haven't even consulted my wife about whether or not this was something that she would be okay with me doing. So I'm not going to put her name out there. Maybe in a future video, I might attach her name to it. But there is a YouTuber whom we personally know, sort of. I mean, just somebody who's out here. You know what I'm saying? And they've commented on some of our videos, and we've commented on some of their videos because we saw her channel, she saw our channel, and there was kind of a give and take there. But we didn't hear from her for a while, and we noticed she wasn't posting for a while, and she had mentioned in the past that at one point she had been encouraged or inspired by the content that we were doing, that it was really helping her stay focused and keep doing what she was doing. Her content is different from ours a little, but similar. And we noticed, like, oh man, didn't see her post for a minute. And when she got back, not terribly long ago, we noticed, like, oh, because I don't know. I guess my wife was really the one checking for her, and was like, oh man, she's back. But I'm noticing in her videos, she's saying she's been going through a lot, and now she's homeless. Now I want y'all to catch that. How did we find out she's homeless? She put it in her video. So let's say that a different way. Because I know that there are some of you who get home late at night or just late in the evening. It's not even late, but you get home after work and you're tired. And because you're tired after work, you don't hit the record button. You know what I'm saying? Your bills are actually paid. You know what I'm saying? Your light bill, your gas bill, your internet, your phone bill, and you're in your house. You're in your apartment. And you're good to go. And you going ahead and, go to bed because you're just like, I'm just tired. I can't do it tonight. I just don't think I can do it tonight. Woe is me. I think what I'll do is I'll just turn in. I'll just go on ahead and put my head on the pillow. Maybe I'll rest my eyes a little bit and get back up. And then the next day comes, and then you go on your merry way. You go on to work, and you didn't post, and that's just it. Just is what it is. And then that can happen a couple days in a row, right? You know what I'm saying? And I want you to really think about that, because there's some people out here. Again, I'm not trying to. I would, and y'all know from experience, if you're any of the people who've been watching this channel for a while now, y'all know, like we'll put your name out, when we mention you. If you've got a channel, we'll put your screen name on here. I'm not going to do that in this case, just because I'd rather be certain that she's comfortable with us talking about it. Is because it's really none of our business other than what she chooses to share. But she has chosen to share that's a thing she's got going on, and I'm just trying to be respectful. But I mean, she's posting. I mean, she's putting a lot of other YouTubers to shame. A lot of other small content creators, she's putting them to shame. Seriously. She's putting a lot of... I'm noticing that, and she was, correct me if I'm wrong, she was inspired by Dodash, by the way. And that's an important thing to note. Some of us are out here. Some of these Dodash followers are out here. And I don't think it was necessarily, just, she got on YouTube and decided to do YouTube strictly because of Dodash. But what I'm saying is because she's been doing this longer than we have, on this channel. This, she was well ahead of us in that regard. But it's different out here because she's trying to do she's really doing her thing. She in the grand scheme of things, she has been consistent for the most part. And I say that as somebody, my wife and I, we looked through her channel, beyond just, we watched some videos, but even beyond the videos that we watched, we went backward and looked through just to see. And, and she's fairly consistent. She's fairly consistent with posting overall. Been at it a while. And I mean, listen, there are those Dodash followers who are actually losing their jobs and having to do so. I mean, some of them quit their jobs because of, whatever. There's plenty of advice out here telling you to just quit your job and go hard at this, or don't quit your job. Make sure you blah, 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 whatever. It doesn't, I'm not weighing in on that specifically, but people are going through real life circumstances, is my point. People are going through real life circumstances, and still the inspiration that they get from other content creators carries them through. And they keep going, and they are actually building a future for themselves. That's why they keep going. They know, she knows, that it's just a matter of time before her situation turns around. And she's, of course, gonna have to, and she's already, I'm sure, doing what she needs to do in order to turn her situation around right now. But she knows, in order to create the kind of financial stability for herself in the future that ensures that she never ends up back in this situation, she has to keep going at what she has already started. You cannot deviate. You can't get off the path. You can't reroute yourself. You got to keep on trucking along, because this is the thing that's going to make sure that in the future, you never have to deal with this again. You trying to make sure you never have to deal with this again. This is the way to do that. This is the way. It is a long-term investment for a lot of us. Some of us longer term than others. And that just is what it is. But she knows what she has to do, and she's doing that, and she's still posting. And there are many of you who need to reflect on that when you over here concerned about, or when you over here just not feeling like posting, but you don't really have a good reason. There are other people who have a better reason than you not to post, and yet they still post. This goes back to something I talk about on this channel all the time, which is commitment. You really gotta question your own commitment. What's the commitment level? Come on, what's the commitment level? Because your commitment, the sense of commitment that an individual has, is on average, I would say, pretty low these days. Across the board, many people will find that they do not have the same level of commitment or ability to commit to things that their forefathers and foremothers had. Your ancestors, I don't care who you are, black or white, your ancestors had the ability to commit to things. A sense of commitment. It's like a superpower. They were able to commit large blocks of time and massive amounts of effort to projects. Listen, we talk all the time about the evils of the colonizer coming here to the Americas, subjugating the American Indians, enslaving black people, right? And it was absolutely atrocious. The genocide, the institutional slavery, the wars that they started against us, the wars that they started amongst us, all of these things were terrible. However, and I understand some people might not like me saying this. You have to recognize that indefatigable quality in them that drove them to be in search of a better life to such an extent that you would commit months of your time ahead of time. You don't even know. You're committing weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks to this journey across the Atlantic, not even knowing what's on the other side. What? Think about that. There's nothing comparable to that our people do today, that any people on earth do today. There's nothing comparable to that. Every time we go anywhere, we know where we're going, and we get there in significantly less time. Today, if you leave early enough in the morning, you can get to Hong Kong within the same day, right? And you know what to expect. You expect Hong Kong. You know at least something about Hong Kong before you get there. They knew nothing about what to expect. They had no clue what it was going to look like, sound like. They had no idea what to expect. I'm not sure you understand. We live in a socially and psychologically dilapidated society wherein nobody has the means to do what their ancestors used to do. The sense of commitment we have, we can't commit to marriage. We can't even commit to marriage. Think about that. There are people out here doing things there are people out here making it work. Execute.
Hey guys, if you want to join us on this journey to building a multi-million-dollar brand and building your forever relationship at the same time, jump into iGrowMe. It's a community where we're all gonna help each other do exactly those things, no matter what it takes to pull it off. See, my husband and I had a 6-figure income and we lost it all practically overnight. And trying to build again from the bottom has been like a stress test for a relationship. Meanwhile, the cost of living hasn't been relaxing for anybody, to be honest. So that's why it's time to strengthen your relationship so you and your partner are strong enough together to do what it takes to leverage your 9-to-5 income for building a brand that generates big income. We've done it before, so you can do it with us when we do it again. Join iGrowMe as we finish this video. We know you want to. Just click the link below to get into the group and get access to my book, Content Creation Manifestation, as well as the digital planner. We even have a ready-made white label business model that you can brand for yourself to generate income from your phone. So don't waste time. Go ahead and click that link down below. And when I make it, I'ma act up, yeah. Got no support, can come for backup, yeah. This game is rigged, some things don't add up, yeah. I'm wide awake, my blessings stack up, yeah.
I ain't gonna see my bitch too clean, my wife say I'm way too deep. Woo, yeah. That's girls with a line in between. Give me those if you know what I mean. That energy and on my team, cause I bring home the bacon like I'm Jimmy Dean. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Doobie da doobie da la di da baby da boo baby.